Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it could be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
They just get the play off. Now Mariota. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Nice play there to force the incompletion. And to me, one thing's for sure. When you're the underdogs and you're playing on the road, you absolutely have to get takeaways. You've got to get the ball from them.
Yeah, win that turnover battle. Going to be key. They didn't get one there, but you get the feeling they keep making plays like that. They might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Mariota hands to Henry. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 33 and a 1st. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Now a first carry for their fullback. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively. That's going to be a 6-yard gain. It leaves him with 3rd down and just a yard to go. And that'll set him back 5. Bad time to get a delay of game penalty there. Not that there's a good time, but that makes it 3rd and 6. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He may try and run for this. Mariota had an 87-yard run as a rookie. This one a bit less, but it is a 1st down.
These type of plays are backbreakers for a defense. They thought they had him hemmed in, thought they were going to get him on the ground with the pass rush, but were unable to do so. He gets away, picks up a big 1st down, and sets up 1st and goal inside the 10.
Now Jones. And a nice pickup there as he'll take it from the 10 down to the 5-yard line. So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
They'll give it to him up the middle. And he gets in. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. His second touchdown on the season. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And that makes the score 7-0. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The drive starts with a run by Perkins. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set him back for second down.
Doesn't matter who you're rooting for in this game. The effort of the man with the football, getting away from one and trying to turn forward and get some yardage, I really liked what he did there.
Second down, Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Perkins. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
Here's a 1st and 10 now after they successfully drew him off sides. They'll run it now out of the gun. Room to run past midfield. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. First down, Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hicks. 11 more on that one, and another first down.
Now, that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Perkins on first down. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down. The second down throw for Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater.
It's a team game, but sometimes individuals do stand out, don't they? How about that for a twofer? Tackle for a loss on the running play on the previous down, and then comes right back and gets a sack.
3rd and long now after the sack, and we'll see if Bridgewater has a response. Throwing, Bridgewater. Got a man over the middle, It's complete. That one goes for 24 yards.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
The Raiders into the red zone for the first time. 1st and 10 right at the 20. A give to the fullback on the dive. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Good solid gain on 1st down, about what you'd expect from the big guy carrying the ball.
Bridgewater now on 2nd down. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
3rd and long for Bridgewater. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. First and goal, Perkins. And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
He'll get it up the middle. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. It's the fullback. His first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders, they're within an extra point of tying this thing up. And when the smaller guy can't power it across the goal line, Charles, sometimes you need to go with a fullback. They did. It worked.
What's that thing about force and mass? How's that?
Oh, yeah. Force equals mass times acceleration.
Oh, that's big-time stuff. That's from the same guy the apple dropped on his head, right?
So we're right back where we started. All even as the kick's away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Out come the Titans now. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Now a play fake here on first down. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
And while he did a good job of sliding around in the pocket, there was nowhere to go with the football, so he had to take off and try and run. He just got back to the line of scrimmage, no gain.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he powers his way up past the 30. Call it a gain of 5 that time, and they'll be left with a 3rd and about 4.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
To throw is Mariota. Eluding the pressure right. Well, going deep here for Taylor. This is caught inside the 15. And he's going to have this down deep into Oakland territory. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Let's go, let's go, let's go. One.
From the gun, Mariota. And this is going to be caught. No, they say it's incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. He's going to get it running right, and he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. That'll go as a loss of 5, and that is going to set up 3rd and goal. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got a man, and it's taken in for a Titans touchdown. Josh Doxson, his 1st touchdown on the year. And the Titans are able to strike for 6. And his kick is right through. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This is taken at his 4. And a nifty return there as he's all the way up past the 40-yard line.
Any return that gets you to midfield is a great return. 1 first down, and you're almost in field goal position.
The Raiders offense now, they trot back out. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
That one brought in by his tight end, Adam Shaheen. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive, 1st down.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. They'll run it now out of the gun. Trying to bounce it outside, but he's only able to get it back to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Well, they know how to protect the pass, but sometimes cornerbacks, they can also stop the run, can't they?
Is that what we call a complete corner? Yeah, because we're so used to these guys just being defenders in the pass game. How about the guys who can come up and make the tackles? That's what we just saw there for no gain, too.
Throwing is Bridgewater. He's going to air one out. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
They had the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. And he'll be grabbed from behind and slung down like a rag doll.
I don't know about you, but if I'm the offensive line coach right now, I'm having an absolute fit. This team that they're going against has 3 sacks, yet they're ranked dead last in the league in sacks coming into this game.
Maybe overlooked them a little bit?
Could be. I don't know if it's the scheme. I don't know if they've just gotten fortunate along the way. I have no real great answer for it, but we're seeing something you don't often see.
And here comes Tennessee as they get set to take the field. Now, right now, they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And they'll get him down up past the 15. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
They go play action here on first down. And the Raiders have got him. Muhammad Wilkerson busting through to get him for a loss of 6.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Mariota. And he's going to be taken down. Sacked back at the 2. Eddie Vanderdoes in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs are going to lead to a 3rd and long. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. Back to Tennessee after this. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
No run call here. They'll look to throw instead. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Desmond Trufant, and they will set up shop red zone territory at the 13-yard line. Well, they were obviously backed up, had a little bit of space from the goal line, snapping it from the 3, but still trying to throw it, and...
Yeah, exactly. This is where hindsight is 20/20 comes into play, right? Seems like a good idea to throw the ball there. Maybe you'll surprise them and catch them off guard. Instead, you've created a turnover and put your defense in a bad spot.
Dancing to his... And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get him down right around the 16. He'll get 2 yards back, but it's going to leave him with a long 3rd and 13.
Well, he hasn't made much of an impact in the running game thus far, and after that last run, not much is going to change in that area.
He hasn't been able to get anything going, and really the offensive line not helping him much. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Bridgewater. Throw left side complete. It's Hicks. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. And the Titans going to signal for a timeout defensively, as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half. The kick by Pinheiro is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a...
NFL 19.
Right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field.
Madden NFL 19.
The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the inline. The Titan offense now working their way back onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage, if he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
One. Easy. Three.
Play fake to Henry. Now Mariota. Throw left side, complete to Sharp. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
One. 3.
On 1st and 10, here's Mariota. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. Mariota now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. Give him a first down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
I know a lot of times we like to put players in certain boxes. He does this and he does that. But this guy, he can do a little bit of everything. He's not just a lead blocker or a guy who protects the passer. Handing the ball, he might want to get out of the way.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hicks. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
Get set.
Bridgewater now from the 50. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. He got 29 yards that time.
But there's simply no sense in wasting a great catch like that on a short gain. Get downfield like you just did there and use it up that way.
No dink and dunk. They pitch to Perkins. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
on second down, Perkins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And this is going to be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him. Well, this winds up an empty possession. Everything looked okay. He just never got the ball on target. And knowing him, he'll be disappointed with that effort.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
52 to 5, boys, 52.
They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10.
3. Flag it up.
To throw Mariota. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. The give is to Jones. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a 1st down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 1st downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Mariota now on 2nd down. Flushed out right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And they went for a big play through the air on 2nd down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
That was a difficult catch, and I admire the fact that he actually caught the football, worked so hard to get his feet down in bounds, tried to do the toe tap, My dad's an accomplished tap dancer. I'm not sure he would have gotten his feet in on that one.
Is he really, by the way?
That he is.
How about that? What about young Davis?
No, it did not cross
It didn't carry over.
No, it stopped right there.
The Titans on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Now Mariota. And they get to Mariota here as he's dropped on the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. All things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side. I
would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. Happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. And now here come the Raiders. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. Well, let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
Despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Here's Bridgewater. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Back now in Nashville. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. They go with Perkins again. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The tackle was by the Boston College product, Harold Landry. The Raiders on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Bridgewater. Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football. But I think the Raiders are going to be able to hold on to it, yes. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Titans, they've got the football back, and they've got it in great field position. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. A 1st down carry for Henry. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, that's a pretty good drive starter right there. And I don't know, partner, if you're even thinking about sitting on the ball right now. They may just want to run their regular offense.
In plus territory. And as an offensive coordinator, you don't want your team to go into a shell, do you?
No, you really don't, because as soon as you take your foot off the gas, it's real hard to put it back on and mash it, because once everyone's emotions come down, hard to start them up again. So I think he may want to keep them cranking high right here.
Henry relishing the chance to be the Titans' lead dog. He's in the backfield again on 1st and 10. Mariota gives to Henry. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level, because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. They'll try to throw now. Mariota. He's going to be sacked. Back at the 23-yard line. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Mariota will need a big play after the sack as the Titans come up 3rd and long. Throwing. Mariota. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. Charles, thinking back to what you said in the first quarter, that part of the magic elixir for a road victory for these underdogs was going to be winning the turnover battle. Well, they only have one right now. Look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, not exactly playing to the form that I subscribed, right? When you talk about winning that turnover battle, that evens things out, especially for a road team, especially for a team that's an underdog.
So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
Succop now set to kick it off following the made field goal. This is taken at his 4. That's strong running. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. And now Oakland ready to take the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the gun, Bridgewater. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 49. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Hey.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be second down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Second down, Mariota. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up first and goal. And what can they do here on second and goal? 3 red zone trips so far have yielded 2 touchdowns and a field goal. Mariota to throw it. Flush to his right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
What's the old adage? Be quick, but don't hurry? Well, that went right out the window there. He was hurried, harassed. That ball had to be gotten rid of. Otherwise, he was going to get sacked.
They'll try again here from the 7 on second and goal. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he will fight his way into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Titans capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. They have gone to the 4th quarter, by the way, in that game in Cleveland. The Browns, they have scored again to add on to their lead. And if they could hold on to that lead, it would be win number 4 on the season for them. Now here's Suckup out to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Oakland. In for the score. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. Point after, right down the middle. And that will shave one more off this lead. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense now, they get ready to do battle again here. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone. And
just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Mariota and the Titans break the huddle, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. And he'll wind up with about 6 up past the 30 to the 31. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. They'll go again to Jones. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
And this is an absolutely big 3rd down that's been set up here, partner, and there's no other way to put it. The defense has to get a stop here if they have any hopes of winning this game.
Has to. You said big third down. I'd put the word big in capital letters here. On third down, Henry. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. And a timeout here. Timeout taken, whistles blown. Timeout taken by the receiving team. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter. And he punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. That's taken on the 25. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll let Perkins carry to start the drive. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11. Bridgewater to throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. To throw is Bridgewater. He completes it to Bryant. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 34 yards. Of course, remember, you need a touchdown here and a field goal.
Doesn't matter the order, but they have to get it done and get it done fast.
Now Bridgewater. That is caught inside the 5. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. It's the fullback, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Raiders are back within a score. Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they'll be set up with good field position here as he gets this up over the 40-yard line.
At some point, we're going to get it through our heads. Special teams, special teams, special teams. The spark that often wins games.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Titans on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 8.
1, 3, 3.
Mariota to throw. Open man is Taylor. He's got it. Well, I know at points in this one you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people who really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right?